Ice, ice, icicle, pop, pop, popsicle, test, test, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello everyone and welcome to my sewing room. Today we are going to be sewing up the Unwind Joggers from Simple Life Patterns with a gorgeous print from Northern Fabric. So my name is Victoria and I will be sewing along with you for these next few days. They come in kids sizes from 2T to 12 and they also come in women's sizes. So whether you're making for yourself or you're making for your kid, let's go ahead and dive into the pattern pieces. So the first pattern pieces you're going to need are the front and back of the joggers themselves. So they are the pieces that look like this. This is the back, and this is the front. And if you're doing the ruffles or the color block version, you're going to make sure that you cut along this dotted line here. I am going to be doing the ruffles to show everyone how it's done. So I have mine cut on the dotted line there. The other thing to keep in mind is if you are doing pockets, which we will be, I need to cut this, you're going to cut along the dotted line here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out right now. Okay, so I have the front jogger piece here and we are going to cut the pocket. So you'll notice there are two different kinds of dotted lines. So the longer dotted line that looks like this one here, that is going to be for if you're doing the ruffles on the pockets. So that's where I'm going to cut along on mine. If you're not doing the ruffles on the pockets, you're going to use the smaller dotted line that has the smaller lines in it. I'm going to go ahead and cut mine on this long dotted line. I'm sewing a size 6 today, so I have some bigger pattern pieces with me. Okay, so then your front piece will look a little something like that. So we've got our front and back jogger pieces, and we are going to cut 2 mirrored for both of those. So here are my back jogger pieces. There's one, and the other one goes the other direction, like that. And we go ahead and do the same with the front joggers. So I have one piece here, looks like this, and a second one that is the mirror image of that other piece. Okay, then we need our color blocked piece. It's also called the ruffle panel. And it looks like this. It's just a triangle piece that is going to go at the bottom of the jogger or the flares if you're doing the flares with the ruffle along one of the edges there. So again, we cut 2 of them mirrored. They're not like a perfect isosceles triangle, so do make sure that you cut them mirrored. Okay, next we're going to need the waistband piece. Looks like this. And that is a cut 1. So you're just going to go ahead and cut 1 piece out of that, and it'll just be a regular old rectangle. The cuffs are the same. They look like this. And we are going to cut 2 mirrored of those as well. Then we're going to go and cut the pocket lining pieces, which looks like this. It's the one with the angle. Make sure you cut along that dotted line. If you're doing the ruffles, you're going to cut 2 mirrored. If you're not doing the ruffles, you cut on the dotted line, the small dotted line. If you're doing the ruffles, you cut on the dashed, just to clarify. Okay, so we have 2 of those pieces, 2 pocket lining pieces, and they are mirror images of each other. Then we have the pocket bag that looks like this. So this one is going to show a little bit on the outside, so make sure that it coordinates with your main fabric. I'm just doing mine in the same fabric. And then we need to cut our ruffles. So my recommendation is to use a lighter fabric for the ruffles, something that has a little bit of stability. You can interface if you want so that it kind of stays straight and doesn't kind of curl or flop out when it's washed or anything. I like to use a woven cotton for my ruffles. I probably will interface these as well so they don't get all crinkled in the wash. This is a really light cotton woven. So you'll need cut 2 leg ruffles. So these are the ruffles that are going to go on our pant legs. So you need to cut 2 of those. And then you need to cut 2 pocket ruffles as well. So those are going to be the ones that go on the edge of our pocket. Okay, here's the pocket ruffle, same kind of woven fabric. And that's it for our pattern pieces. So now we can go to day 2 and start to sew.